Hi all and welcome back to the channel, hope you're all doing okay. Um, I'm guessing we've all watched the sprint qualifying and race, and if so, what did you think about it? Obviously the biggest talking point to come out of this is the incident that happened between Max and George. I'll play a video of the brief chat between Max and George after the sprint race and a video of George having his say on what he thought. I'll also cover what Damon Hill thinks. It's all exciting stuff. So let's get going. Here's the video of Max and George after the sprint race.
Mate, we all have no grip. You all need to leave a little bit of space. But expecting it next time the same, you know?
So, in case you couldn't hear it, George said, I had no grip. Max said, we all have no grip. We all need to leave a little bit of space. Expect the same next time. No, dickhead. Anyway, during the sprint race, Max called on his race engineer for George to be investigated during the first lap of the sprint race. Russell got past Verstappen as a result. Verstappen called on Red Bull to report it. He tagged me. That's how he got the position. F him, report it. He shouted over the team radio to his race engineer, Giampiero Lambiasi. Anyway, here's the video where George discusses the incident with Sky Sports F1.
You gave him no option. He was basically stuck on the outside.
If the roles were reversed, I'm sure he would have done exactly the same. So, it's part of racing, and we'll move on. We're big boys, and this is Formula One.
And on that note, I'm going to put you in a tricky position. Don't be mad at me, but you just said if the roles were reversed, he would have done the same thing. If the roles were reversed the other way around, what would you have done?
I mean, I wouldn't have tried holding it around the outside on lap one,
a
street circuit. He's got the driver on the inside has got the inside line, and the corner's already lost. So, as I said, we've all said between us as drivers, if you're trying to overtake on the outside, you know the risk, and hopefully he's learned the risk today.
So, Verstappen then responded after Russell defended his actions. Verstappen then decided to call George a princess. He said, at the moment, of course, I thought so, that he was a dickhead. If you now say the whole damage was not my intention, that says something. But his reaction, look at the onboards and cold tyres. Yes, we all have cold tyres. It's just a bit churlish. It's not allowed because Princess George is there. That's ultimately his problem. Anyway, so Damon Hill has given his thoughts on the contact between Max and George by siding with George. Hill said, Verstappen just thinks he's always right. Hill also claimed that Max Verstappen is salty and a sore loser, after Max demanded new F1 rule changes are reversed. Verstappen attacked the new race weekend double qualifying format after finishing P3 in Saturday's sprint race. Anyway, here's my thoughts on it, because Max is a great driver, there's no doubt about it, but I think George is too. And personally, I think that Max has gone into this weekend, he's hot-headed anyway, because he doesn't want this sprint format being part of the weekend. He said this countless times, and I don't think he was in the right frame of mind to deal with something like that. And let's be honest, we've all seen Max make some dangerous moves, which often resulted in some sort of contact and damage many times. And to be honest, I thought Max had matured quite a lot. But when he comes out with things like this, I'm sorry, but that it is childish. This is playground stuff, and I just wish he would calm himself down. There's no need. These two have known each other for years and spent time together, a lot of time together, and this, I just don't think it's the right way to go, and I think Max just needs to calm himself down a little bit. But I had to cover this because I couldn't stop laughing. George just brushed it off and walked away from him originally after the race, and obviously, he's had his take on it, and he's right. Max would have pulled a move if it had been the other way around. It wouldn't have made any difference, but I think Max needs to take a look at himself and work this out, but I'm just wondering how long it is before Marco and Horner chuck their comments into this whole debate, and it's they won't be able to stay quiet. We know they won't. But like I said, I like Max. I think he's a good driver. I really do. Personally, I'm not a fan of the Red Bull team. I just think they're far too outspoken. They've got an opinion on everything, which they're entitled to. But to go run into the media and talk about just about everything mind boggles me with them. It really does. But anyway, please let me have your thoughts on the sprint and the incident between Max and George. I'd be interested to hear, which side you sort of lean towards. Oh yeah, I suspect Max fans will agree with Max, George fans will agree with George, but maybe. I mean, I've seen a lot of comments online on Facebook forums and Formula One forums and that, and even Max fans are not impressed with the tone that he's taken towards George, which I was quite surprised at, to be honest. But anyway, we'll see. But thanks for watching. If you do like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe and press the bell for notifications. And I'll chat to you all again soon. Cheers.